Welcome back to Division 2 play here in the Simulated Soccer League. This is Matchday 5. As always, well, it feels like always, I've been here for the past 3 times. I'm Socc, joined by Sarah, the voiceless creator. How are you doing today, Sarah?
I'm good. It's also my third time. It seems like we're settling into a bit of a weekly routine. Looking forward to casting for the rest of the year.
Yeah, and we have
Fingers
a
crossed.
very exciting game to look forward to today as well. Into London, taking on Seoul Mythic at home. Seoul undefeated. Into London sitting in second. Could end up passing them for win, but that will be right at the end of our broadcast. We do have, for this one, Doha Accra facing off against F.C Kaapstad.
And I'm going to start us off right away talking about Accra's formation. They're running a strikerless 3-4-3 today.
This isn't the same as 7-1-1-1, is it?
No. So
Okay.
it is a 3-4-3, but instead of a striker, they have an attacking midfielder.
Okay. That'll be an interesting way to shape things up as early on here, it looks like a chance here for Accra with Tucker. Trying to whip it in here towards this. Either Kamoeatu got up there and gets their head to it. And I think that was the attacking midfielder that just put it in.
Yeah, no, that is absolutely Kimatu playing as the attacking midfielder, the striker in the strikerless formation, getting the job done.
Yeah, just gets up there ahead of Gary Hogg to meet the head to it. Unfortunately, Hall is just telling his boys, get over there. And no one could. And it's an early 7-minute goal here for Accra.
So that is goal number 1 for the Tongian midfielder.
If it's Tongan.
Is it Tongan?
Yeah. It's Berbatov in with a chance here, and there's Hall out of the angle to meet it and gets a save for a corner.
I should know better than to argue with the Australian over that matter.
Yeah, I've been harped on several times in my pronunciation of names of the Pacifica. I will probably talk about later because we might have a little bit of formation discussion on the side of Kaapstad.
Yes, well, let me go ahead and see what Kaapstad are playing today. They are lined up in the asymmetric 3-4-3.
Yeah.
Asymmetric in the sense it's left side overload.
Okay, well, let's see if they can get that overload going through in this match. I think they're usually playing through Scott and Muffin on that occasion, but haven't really been able to see much of him. Of course, recently did come over from into London to be their assistant manager. Deanne whips one in for Tucker. And well, they play on that side, and Accra still makes it 2 with Tucker from one of the easiest angles you think you'll ever find.
Just a tap in here from Tucker now, and really well worked off of that set piece. Even better cross. It had some curl to it.
This is well placed. Let's have a look at it again here. Deanne had the ball in front of Tucker on the run in, and Hall probably should have went out to meet it, but instead it just rolls on through and it allowed an open shot, and that will be a huge goal, insurance one perhaps, as Accra take a 2-0 lead going into the break.
Yeah, that's Tucker's 5th goal of the season, and it was Deanne on the assist, so Deanne's 2nd assist of the year. Rob Tucker's really had a great impact for Accra coming in this year. He's their, I want to say, leading goal scorer with his 5th of the season
That'd
there.
be right, yeah. He's been absolutely their main striker throughout, even though he's playing on the left side this time. Perhaps it was just to get Vui more involved, and well, Vui did get his goal, and does seem like that Accra do hold the commanding lead. They were probably the favourite team going into this match. Of course, Kaapstad's still stuck in the mires of this league played losing streak that continually extends. And it looks like it may, as we hope to get ready shortly for the second half. And with how long this is taking, I would think there probably needs to be some changes, and there are. Sato Freddy and Mike Ermintrout have come on here for Accra in place of backline carry and Taco Cat.
Yeah, so some defensive substitutions coming in for Accra, Ryan, to keep the legs fresh, and that makes sense. They have that strikerless formation. They have a lot more control, but in these games, it can get easy to be caught off guard. One quick counter can change a lot.
Yeah, and I suppose it's very interesting with taking the subs off on that end, the underloaded side of Kaapstad. Perhaps they feel like it's probably just more suitable for them rather than trying to take on another overloaded side and keep their best on forward. As here's Hogg trying to make a run through. Good save there by King. And Llewellyn will be able to work that one clear of danger.
I do also think there are a couple subs in for Kaapstad.
May have missed them then. I don't see any immediately. Here's
Let me see if I
Kraus just trying to roll through. His shot is well held. See any substitutions that have been done from their starting 11. So I think they are as they were from minute 0.
yes, I may have misread.
Well, not to worry. We all make mistakes and, part of a learning experience. Shanking here for Zohuni. Taka might be looking for a double here. Took one step too many, perhaps. Was offside anyway.
You had mentioned it earlier, Kimuantu, finally finding a way to get it involved in this offense, and we say that because he was so pivotal in Catalonia's offense last year while he was on loan.
Yeah. I mean, you gave him an opportunity to really flourish, but when it's come to Ghana, it's not really turned up the same way. Here's Kraus, a little shot here. Good save there by King. Scott is able to clean it up, though. Sherwood trying to work it back inside for Hogg, looking to perhaps get one goal closer. But that one will be a goal kick. Thanks for the shot.
85 and plus minutes gone now. Kaapstad looked like they're going to be continuing that unwanted streak, unless we can get 2 very quick goals here.
Yeah, they'll try. Well, they'll likely not have time for this one with how few seconds are left on the clock. Looks like we're just going to likely run this out as it is full time there. Hannibal King keeps the clean sheet and a 2-0 victory for Accra at home.
Yeah, clean win for them. They really did need to get it done here for Accra. They've been on a bit of a rough go at it themselves. So a good win for them will hopefully right the ship.
Yep, that's a
They
good
are
way
now,
to restabilize.
yeah. And when I say go of it, I do mean in the overall season. Currently in the league, that's their 3rd win in 5 games. So they're doing all right,
Yep.
but came up crashing out of the cup just a little bit.
Yeah, unfortunately, I wasn't able to catch that one. But yeah, they will still be keeping pace at least with one of the teams that is up top. But for now, what's the next game we have on video? That'll be Montreal versus AC Romana.
So we're gonna get started right away here.
Yep. Immediately underneath it is here's Nunez looking for Fantabens, but cleared away from danger. Casual now for Manone. Good intercept by Terrence. Here's Jeremiah now. Tyson King! Oh, first minute! And AC Romana suddenly have hit the front.
And that's gonna stick on the score sheet too.
It's a good intercept by Terrence here, and Jeremiah ends up floating a 50-50 ball up to where Tyson King beats out AJ Williams and put in a beautiful shot here. Have a look at how well he times the run here. Not quite rave lines. Bantabens had him on, and yeah, perfectly placed shot, and suddenly AC Romana, it only took them, I think, 48 seconds to go up 1-0 in this match.
Yeah, 3rd goal of the season there for the Canadian striker, Tyson King. Beautiful shot.
Yeah, it's been a sneaky scoring threat, I feel, in a lot of these games. Because I do notice that, usually you would think in the case of Romana that you'd expect someone like Jeffrey Levert to be doing the majority of the scoring, but I guess not on this occasion. It's more Phil
No.
than King.
And typically, if we see King does win that ball over to Levert, but this time decided to make it work himself.
Indeed, there's a chance that was saved there by Cody Hill.
We're going to see a bit of a tactical clash today. It's a 4-2-4 coming out for AC Romana. They'll be playing against Montreal's 3-4-3.
And I guess it is kind of worth discussing in this. I did actually kind of have that wrong because I wasn't thinking of Levert as the primary scoring threat. He is still, I believe, on the most recent stats that I have, he has scored 4 goals, but he is tied right now with Milo Schweinsteiger. The King does get his 3rd, so I think they're kind of keeping pace at least for now as Smart heads that through ball intended of a casual away, but Manone was first to it. Whips back in for casual, but that one's just wide.
So Lavere does lead Romana in goals right now. He's got 5 in all competitions.
5. Oh,
But
casual.
oh,
Got one immediately back after a clearance got knocked down, and Ali ended up scoring one again as Funyuns here on the corner looked for casual. Right back out though for Moda. Over to Williams, finds Funyuns. Looks back for Pedersen. His way around, Schweinsteiger cleared in, trying to look for Vilk, but was punched away by Hill and now cleared out by De Silva. And Romana now looking on a break as there's a big foul from AJ Williams. Likely see a card.
yeah,
We
should
do.
be
It's
there.
yellow.
Right call by the ref, in my opinion.
Yeah.
So, the reason why we feel like AC Romana score more is because they do. It's just the goal scorer is Mirlo Schweinsteiger.
Exactly. Here's another chance. Montreal are looking here. Inside for Pedersen. Two working together here. Moda now back out for Tom Pedersen. Good tackle by Terrence. Moda there on the cleanup though. Moda blocked that one out and just worked back there for Hill to clear out.
Yeah, probably to the relief of the coaching staff. Always dangerous to see the ball going backwards like that to the goalie, especially with what we've seen in the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, I think in that case, yeah, I think more so I would be fine with it because, you want the player facing forward so we can really put his momentum behind it and boost it clear. Don't want
Yeah, it's
someone to
better
just put
than
in a half-hearted clearances. Here's a indirect free kick from Funyuns. Far post, Vantabens! Oh, that's a rarity. George Vantabens at the end of that free kick has equalized.
the 6'3" American center back able to get to the far post here. Really great set piece. And it was Jeremiah who was unable to get up to get in front of that, but I don't blame him. 6'3", that's kind of hard to get in front of.
Yeah, it seemed like Smart as well just kind of got beaten to the punch there too. Either way, I mean, very difficult one to block, as that is the first goal for Phantoms this season. Did have 2 in his last campaign, but again, he's only taken something to the realm of 13 shots in his career, so it's pretty good conversion rate there as we do head to half time, and it feels like Montreal definitely have had the majority of the chances, you can see by the shot chart. But
Oof.
other than that, it's been fairly even.
So is Romana able to hold possession, but unable to really build up any sort of momentum, it seems. Just a lot of holding the ball and looking for opportunities that aren't quite there. I think we saw the one opportunity that resulted in a goal,
Yeah.
right?
The only other one was a shot off target. So, I mean, well, however, as we are underway now for the second half, looks like no changes to either side as they try to find Vilk on a long ball to Montreal to try and respond to the same way that Romana did, running that way in the first half, but didn't pay off over that time. Here's Funyuns on the corner strike. Ooh, Phantom's nearly had himself a double, but that time just over the bar. Whips in for Schweinsteiger. Tried to flick it back for Tyson Nunez, but cleared away long by Moda. Terrence at the end of it, though. Jeremiah trying to find Levert, though was headed back and safely scooped up there by Duke.
I believe Funyuns is the corner taker for Montreal.
Yep.
So that would have been his 5th assist of the year.
Yeah, it does seem like he's already tallying them up as he has Wartooth now on a run down the edge. Goes for low pass across for Wilkes. Setting ball finds Moda. Oh, what a save by Hill. Nunez probably should have cleared it out himself, but ended up just giving it back for Hill to clear out. Vilk now back in. Manone the header. Oh, and that could have easily gone through. It had Hill beat, but it beat the bar.
AC Romana got away with one there. Can they strike back here?
again. Nope, that corner is well cleared away there by Mathieu. Jeremiah pausing and centers it up for Terrence. Sends the ball through for Murphy. Now Schweinsteiger finds Murphy on a bit of a run. Great tackle there by the corner taker Funyuns. Get that one and eventually cleared. And Smart working as the anchor. Sent it forward to the Silva, and again Funyuns a good tackle, but it ended up with Milton Nunez. Silva lobbing one through. Levert, King shot. Well, it was offside for Levert, so no matter.
It's trying to understand why it's so hard to build up against this Montreal team. Their press is disruptive.
Yep, they have been very good at disrupting that, as Fantabin's also making some disruption. And that one back over the goal line. On a Schweinsteiger attempt, Nunez whipping it in, but no one home, and Mathieu again on it to clear it out. Oh, Manone there, that's a foul.
Don't card though.
Yeah, well, it wasn't anything malicious in it, and not really disrupting the flow, as Duke makes a great running save to stop that one.
Yeah, he's headed to the corner of the net if he didn't get there. Great save by Brian Dew.
Well precise there. That looks like a slow build-up here for Montreal to try and hit the front themselves. Vilk on Vienna. Oh, I think he might have hit the keeper, but it also might have hit the inside of a post and stayed out. Not quite here. Give a sound one. Now a counterattack here. King's shot is well off.
So an interesting decision by Jeffrey Levert to drop so far deeper into the midfield on that play. You normally would expect to see him up top in that situation.
Yeah, perhaps it's just a bit of a change in role for him. You know, usually it's like the front playing forward. Maybe they just feel like his talents could be used in the back, as a good intercept there by Nunez to prevent that Montreal attack from developing any further. Fire over to King. I had to find a player, but only headed away by Phantom. And that back with the Silva though. Now Levert back to Milton Nunez, whipped inside. Good shot from the header by Jeremiah playing up. But Brian Duke was there for it. Of yellow card issued there for Smart. Funyuns. Back free kick attempt headed back out by Smart. Chew tried to find Manone, headed out by Tyson Nunez. Jeremiah got it back and will clear it out for Murphy. Murphy has a bit of a break here. Can he convert here? Gets Duke to miss. Great block. Jersey Motor getting all the way back and cuts the angle off. Put his body on the line and keeps Montreal in this.
Yeah, that might be a game-tying save. Or game-saving save.
Oh, yeah, usually a
Sorry,
save would be saving something. I guess in that case it was the game. Pedersen now. Trying to dance by Nunez. Casual's header looked like it was going wide, but Hill held on to it anyway. I'm digging down here for both sides. Here's Hill. Clear, but instead just goes short for Terrence. Have to look at a slow build-up. Smart, long ball, ends up finding Fantabins. Due to the anchor. Now they launch one. Pedersen is well upfield. Tries to whip one back in. Headed by Vilk was too far away, and Hill was able to move in for it.
It's a really good opportunity there for Montreal, and they had space on that left-hand side. Felt a little bit rushed, in my opinion.
Yeah, as Hill will now clear it deep for Murphy. Murphy finds Levert on the run. Play's not over just yet. King finds Murphy by Fantabins, and he scores! George Murphy's first of the year, and it's put Romana in a huge spot in front away from home.
That is, as you mentioned, number 1 for Murphy this year. The English striker making his first start for AC Romana as well. 2 appearances off the bench prior, but first start and first goal.
I mean, nearly made it free. King was just found, but Duke read him coming off the line and not making that save. And Romana looking to pile on the pressure here, but may as well win by 2 as 1. Nunez in for the silver. Seconds quickly ticking down here. Clock not on Montreal's side. Nunez's shot was blocked out by Wartooth, and a counter-attack building here for Vilk. But shut down by Milton Nunez though, but there's a free kick. Milton's on a yellow. They didn't give anything over though. Williams tries to whip one in. Played out by Smart. Williams got it back for Funyuns. Vilk just able to get the ball back there. And oh, great stop there by Vilk, trying to win the corner. Was this Hill that ended up just getting back over and just stops it from going over to the goal line, and it means Romana retains possession. I love the little things. Murphy trying to look for Laverde. Instead, it's King, though. Pulling Williams over. Now Nunez. De Silva, a long drive, but over the top. Now forward for King. Final minute. Good takeaway there by Williams. Now casual. Good stop there, though, by Milton Nunez, and he clears it back out. Oh, and Laverde intercepting the header, but Mathieu does the same. Final 40 seconds. Bill goal, great intercept, a chance! It hit the post! Oh, that will be something he'll rue Dominic Vilk. A perfect opportunity, and the chance goes begging. And that, oh, no, that's the whistle for a card, perhaps. No, just a final warning saying, let's not get chippy here. It's the last few seconds. Out to the Silva, Jeremiah. Forward for Murphy. Good intercept Pedersen, but they need to clear it up quickly here. They don't have time. They won't have time. AC Romana pulls off an upset victory here over Montreal United.
That's a big win for AC Romana off a 86-minute debut goal for Georgia Murphy. Well, starting lineup debut, that is.
Yeah, the first start, first goal. What a way to cap it off. And, I mean, are we able to... Well, they actually won't have player of the match on us. That'll go to Tyson King for the goal and the assist.
I can agree with that. King played very well.
Yeah, hard to argue. As that will push AC Romana up in the standings as well. They were keeping pace with Accra beforehand, and also, well, they were 1 point behind last time up, but I think they'll be able to claw themselves back towards it as Montreal take a tough loss and will drop back from the race up front, as now we get another bit of a mid-table clash here with Red Star Laos taking on Reykjavik United.
So this match is kind of going to determine where AC Romana finish on the day. That win for Romana jumps them up to 5th, provisionally with 6 points. Red Star and Reykjavik are provisionally 6 and 7.
Yep.
Red Star have 4 points. Reykjavik can only tie AC Romana on the leaderboard, but they would push Red Star down, or Red Star could win, and that would put them ahead of AC Romana.
Quick fire start there. Ooh, 2 tough challenges there by Reykjavik that could have resulted in penalties. Have they gone awry? Also the Changshan Princess. Ground cross. Oh, tried to find Modelo, but it was blocked out by Latisse. And over for a corner. I'm going to take this one. In Mazrim time, not command. Has the ball once more and trying to find someone in the center, and it ends up being Kazenga Lualua who dives on that one.
So both teams playing well. Laos playing in their standard formation today. It's 4-2-3-1 from them. Reykjavik, on the other hand, are lined up in a bit of an asymmetric 4-3-3.
Here's Chicken on the inside, and Lualua makes a stop there. Ladiva clears.
I knew.
Asymmetric 3-4-3.
I knew that was giving nothing. He was smothered, absolutely smothered in the defense. No, I'm joking.
Oh, as there was another long-range chance there. Bello
Yes.
nearly found the net, but stopped there by Lua. I'm inside, and well, Lua just gets up there to stop a potential chicken header from even beginning to occur.
Why did the chicken cross the header?
I don't know.
To get to the other post.
There was a ton here, I'd send you through it.
I think we'd have a furious chicken.
Here he is. Try to sign across for rigmarole, and then Ramon Martinez! Well, he won't get on the score sheet for that one, Furious Chicken, but he sets up the play. And Red Star Lao hits the front early on, 27 minutes in.
Beautifully worked from Red Star Lao.
It's a beautifully cutting run there from Ramon Martinez. Just gets in front of it before it ends up getting to any Reykjavik defender and puts the shot on. And 1-0 to Red Star Lao.
Yeah, it's
That
the
one.
third goal of the season for the German striker.
German? That is a very non-German name.
Yes, German.
Well, there we go. It's Lua there tipping a shot from, I believe, Ari Nagatoto over the bar. Move Red Star into fifth. As corner cleared up by Roberto Scarpetta. O'Rourke tried to get to it, but was cut off there by Changshan Princess.
So we see in the bottom left, right-hand side, apologies, that asymmetric 4-3-3 that I had mentioned there. It's with that wing back on that right side.
Yep, here's Lobster with a chance and a goal! Direct free kick, right top right, and Reykjavik have equalized right on the stroke of halftime.
Second goal of the season, and really one of the few chances over the half for Reykjavik. Lopta makes no mistake there. You gotta take those when you see them, and it's gonna end up on a highlight reel.
Yep, just perfectly placed it right over the wall, and it was unreachable there, I believe, for Josh Berger. As now Lau will try and perhaps get something before the break. Although Martinez is found on the edge, Claudio Scarpetta guarding, but Roberto is there to stop the low cross, try to clear it out. Still play on here though. Rigmarole blocks a shot blocked by Ladiva. Worked over for time. Still going in this one, but it's over the bar with that header. That should signal the end of the first half.
You would think after a couple of those lessons that Reykjavik would learn how to clear the ball every now and then, but no, they seem to be insistent on trying to make this work. So teams really, really able to punish them on the press, like we're seeing there. We will see if Laos is able to score another one of those goals. I think they had one the other day.
Well, I mean, you would think I would be able to remember this stuff, but unfortunately it's currently going in one ear and out the other, as no changes for the second half at either side. So playing as their 11. Juan Martinez with a good intercept there, but couldn't find an outlet.
So notably no changes for either team.
Yeah. Just seems like they're willing to continue to attack with who they have. I mean, you expect it to be Chicken or Rolando Martinez, but Rizzo Rigmarole did have a little bit of a cameo in that earlier goal, so might see him get involved in the future as Normus. I defined Rigmarole, but as we're just listening to me, but he forced it, and Letitia was able to just work that one back to the keeper to clear.
Yeah, he did force it indeed. He had a lot of time.
Speaking of, here's Masrim time.
With a lot of time.
And a couple of shots there, both blocked out, believed by Roberto Scarpetta. So we're doing well to put his body on the line for that one. O'Rourke decides, no, I don't want any part of this attack, and sent it back through the rankings. Now Normus finds Rolando Martinez. Works back to Normus. Find another spot in that defense, as they nearly had one there by Furious Chicken. Trying to head it into the bottom corner, but Lua had it covered, but may have also just been going wide either way. One thing I've noticed is that Lionel Messi did receive a yellow card for the challenge that resulted in the free kick opportunity that was converted by Zizo Lopta. There he is, trying to stop Willie Normus from whipping a cross in, but Bodas Garpetta cuts the end result off. Ari finds time on the left side. Whipped in there, back for Ari. Walks back for Modelo, who put it as somewhere in the crowd. That's all I can say on it.
Now Messi is a bit of a unique player. The 5'6" left-footed center back.
Of no relation, by the way. Just want to put that out there. As Lopta now trying to challenge down the left edge. Good tackle by Strawberry. Oh,
penalty!
was it? That's a penalty!
It was not!
Wow. I thought it was a good challenge from right in front. Suppose I've been proven wrong. And who else but Matt Letitia to strike? And does! Matt Letitia gets his first goal of the season. Put it bottom left corner. Berger couldn't stop it. I think he goes the right way, and he does, but it's just too late on the draw. Matt Letitia puts Reykjavik in the lead.
Yeah, no, I kind of agree. That was a bit of a contentious penalty. Certainly looked like a clean tackle, and play was actually continuing when the referee stopped.
Yeah, I mean, I also do think that perhaps it was just, no advantage there. The penalty's more worthy than whatever possession Reykjavik would have ended up having. Because I thought it might have actually been for hand on the ball, but no, our spotter told us it was for a challenge that had gone all right. I thought it just gone into the hand but wasn't planted, and so they ruled handball and a penalty because it was in the box. Here's Lopta now looking for a double here and converts. Well, put that beyond doubt. Zizo Lopta making it 3-1 with a beautiful shot across the face of goal.
Yeah, I know if they hadn't earned their lead before, they certainly did now. Third goal of the season for Lopta there, and he begs himself the brace.
Yep, I mean, one way to get a double is here we go to see. Do we have rave lines? Oh, not even close. Can't
really
can actually put maybe a bike in between that one.
Sideways, right?
I was thinking more of a motorbike. But yes, if you're talking like perpendicular, yeah. We're not talking like a bike length. We were talking more in the realm of. I'll stop myself. It's probably rambling. Here's Addy trying to find Rodolfo Martinez, but just missed the top corner. Some might consider Josh Berger's game today to be a bit uncharacteristic. He, I think thus far, has probably been the standout for Red Star Lao. Currently posting up a 7.6 match rating. I believe that's the highest of all Division 2 keepers across all competitions.
Yeah, by the same token, I don't think he's to blame for many of the goals that happened. There's not much he could have done on Lopta's free kick. The penalty's a penalty, and that curler was the result of a blown coverage free man situation. So It's only so much you can do as a keeper. Your defense has to do a little bit of work too.
As Rigmarole tries to find Rolon Martinez, but he missed it wide right. Berry forward to Dello and Shangshan Princess. It's actually worth noting, it's not only just among Division 2 teams, it's Rigmarole! Oh, well, one way to shut me up is to score, and that one was Rigmarole. And he put it back within one, and still some time left to equalize as well for Lao.
First goal of the season for Rigmarole, the Zambian winger. I believe he was on loan last year. No, he moved over to Laos from Kaapstad.
I suppose if it was in Division 2, well, it might be part of that rebuild. Because now it looks like Reykjavik might try and make it 4 here. Perhaps they can find Lopter a hat-trick. Maybe it's back for Letizier. Over to Mataski. We haven't called his name often. And he tried to put his name on the score sheet there, but Berger saved it. But time's ticking down. Got to get this one out. And they might not have the seconds left to do it. Time gets to head to Rigmarole, though. Maybe they do, but it's to no man's land. And Lua will take that one Jordan Pickford style and gives Reykjavik another away victory. 3-2 here over Red Star Lao.
Yeah, I don't know how to feel about this one. Well, I'm a little conflicted. It certainly feels like Lao deserved a little more than what they got out of this game, but I can't say that Reykjavik did not deserve to win. Clearly the better of the two teams, but at times certainly felt like they were under a lot of pressure.
Yeah, did it feel like, their opportunities weren't able to capitalize on as much? I mean, you kind of see that with the shots on target there. I think it was 7-6 in favor of Reykjavik, in spite of the shot volume being in favor of Lao. That will be something to consider for the future, as that will end up dropping their belief to 7th on the standings as we get in line for the main event here. Inter London playing at home against Seoul. And this will be a very exciting one. First v second.
Yes, well, there are 2 promotion spots in Division 2, but as you might recall from last season, or the season prior, those 2 spots can get pretty hotly contested, especially the lower of those 2. So both teams looking to launch themselves ahead in the clear promotion race.
Yep. I mean, they are the 2 front runners thus far this season, and I feel like they're probably the ones to go after it down the stretch as Dimitrov finds Jerry. Good block there by Holmberg. Got the feet angled well to clear it out, but didn't get very far with it. Otto finds Pinkman. Pinkman, long ball over to the floor. The floor inside for Clements, but that's there to knock it down. That will be an interesting duel between those two to see how it's managed between Cole Mertz and Kay Clements. I mean, I know Mertz has been exceptional in knocking down attempts in towards net. Hold that fort. Soderberg over to Danny Paul. Hit the post with the shot. And Zinalok cleared it out. That is wholly unlucky. He had pretty much the whole real estate of the net to try and fire one in there. And he just hit the post.
Yeah, absolutely saved by the post there.
It's Jerry in, trying to find Millar. Over to Clements. Well, I'm not sure if it's deflected off Millar, but Clements cartwheels forward for Vaselli and puts them up 1-0 here. And a huge goal to put them in front as it breaks up a clean sheet attempt there for Neuer. He's had 3 of his last 4, and that's only the 2nd time he's conceded in Division 2.
Yeah, I think I saw this somewhere, and if it's not somewhere, it should be on a shirt somewhere. Clements is inevitable.
Yep, there's a shot there for Okamoto. Also mentioned in previous broadcasts, the connection that Okamoto and Soderberg have as veterans, and Okamoto nearly ended up putting them back out in front there as London do take the lead here over Seoul Mythic at home. A huge one as well, as that would currently tie them on points.
Yeah, that is off the back of the 11th goal of the year for Kay Clements, the American forward. Premier Division 1 striker, so in Division 2 has shown he's got what it takes, certainly.
Some might call it flat track bullying, but I mean, you got to play the team you face. Is Paul trying to run down the left flank. Pinkman and the floor both in coverage here. Goes for a sending ball here for Man and Aloisi. Man through a sea of blue. Oh, DeFleur nearly gave away a penalty there. But ends up just falling harmlessly into the hands of Yaboa. Whips one inside, and there's Mertz, unsurprisingly, able to block the corner attempt out. Send it to the left side. Oh, a good shot there by Pinkman, but it was there for her to make the stop. Will boost it clear, and Aloisi and then Paul. Trying to get by, dives in a lot, but loses control of the football, and dives in a lot, just swoops upon it. And it's cleared out of danger. Low inside ball for Yore. Right inside again for Milan. Now Pinkman. Goes to the floor. Now the floor. Perhaps an opportunity. Just shields it. Goes inside for Pinkman. Good shot blocked. Oh, dear me. Holmertz tried to clear it out, but it falcons off of Liam Ryan and out for a corner. There he tries to whip it in. Headed out by Jiracek. There's a lot of plenty of time to get over to stop to that one. Uncontested. London will just safely work it back. Do you already touch on the formations? Sarah,
We've had so much action.
Well, make it too well sometimes. Comments there. A shot blocked out by Mertz and will be out for a throw.
Well, I have a moment. Yes, Inter London lining up in a 4-4-2 narrow diamond. It's a formation they've used the entirety of last season, majority of this season. On the other side of the pitch, Seoul have a 3-3-4 asymmetric. It is fun. I'm very interested.
I'm pretty sure Ryan and his partner, who I forget, are playing as wingback, so I would think that's more of a 5-1-3-1.
Yeah, I think that's actually probably a better accurate way to say that, if I'm honest, because it's such a strange formation, right? Technically speaking, they do have the two midfielders, but sorry, they have actually three midfielders. That's why it's asymmetric, right? If they only had the attacking midfield, or sorry, the two midfielders, that's easy. It's a 3-4-3. But because they have those two attacking midfielders, it looks a little bit like an 11.
Yeah.
But we'll see if it can play like an 11. Certainly, Seoul did struggle in that first half. No subs coming on for either side, so no changes really going to be expected. But I'm sure they're hoping they play a little bit better in this half.
Yeah, that's interesting as well, because I'm very used to seeing Gunnar Kennedy come on for Liam Ryan, so I guess not on this occasion, as Jore tries to put a shot on there, saved by Neuer. There's knocked down there by Pinkman. Svici might have had an opportunity, but didn't end up putting that one home. Also of note, perhaps it's more so because of the little bit of a rivalry that's perhaps developed. So that's another time, as DeFleur does flip it for Ryan. That's actually the rivalry. DeFleur and Ryan both big fans of rugby league, but and are very opposing sides. As I mentioned before, I believe Liam Ryan is a rugby league convert. So also big shout outs to D1 players, Patrick Carrigan. That shot blocked out for a corner. Yeah, Patrick Carrigan and Darren Lockyer, I believe, on... Well, I forget who Carrigan plays for, but with Lockyer is on Atenai. Both of them also big fans. But they're over Broncos, so they really count. Broncos country, let's ride. There's a header out there by Jiracek, with again trying to find Clements, looking for his double, can't quite find it.
There's also a little more history than that comparative for these two teams. You weren't wrong when you said there's a bit of a rivalry, but it's friendly, kind of. I want to say it's friendly.
No rivalry is friendly. No, if it's friendly, it's not a rivalry. I'm sorry.
Both, I believe it was Bud Light McGurk and Kay Clements have played for Seoul at one point in their career. I think K Clements did a season with them,
Yep.
maybe two. I know Bud Light definitely did 2 seasons with
Yeah.
them.
Another one that has transferred over between the clubs is Baraka Aloisi, former striker for London. But now it's been K Clements that was kind of called as his replacement, but has been mostly kept quiet. Though here he is trying to send a run up. Gave it off to Paul there as Yuri was covering. The man and now Soderberg trying to beat McGurk to the left flank and does end up finding an outlet there for Okamoto. Now Ryan working against Dimitrov. Inside ball there for Okamoto. Tries to find man, but was blocked out by Divzen a lot before it could be turned on net. Did roll out for a corner. Man, good attempt there, but over the top there, I believe, from Okamoto. So we see that's at the pole. Just under 20 minutes left in this match, and as they run, Seoul will still hold on to that first position, but it would not be outright. They'll be tied on points, but I believe ahead by 2 on goal differences. Floor, right inside for Yore. Of course, a second goal here going to London would mean they would equal on that as Yore's shot is blocked out by Neuer. And he recovers to get back on top of that ball.
Time ticking away now. I'm actually kind of surprised there's a lack of opportunity for Seoul down these wide sides. They have a lot of whip.
Yep.
Especially
Not
in
able to work it
comparison.
out there, I feel. As
Yeah,
Clements'
especially.
header was tipped over by Neuer. Second time of asking here on this corner. I'll have to have you hold on to that one. And Mertz, that time he's able to get there to make the interception. Though doesn't look at it right back. Oh, he put it in, but
Ooh.
Jerry was
Someone's.
offside on the flick back. And
What? What?
yeah, well, I felt it was underwhelming. I knew that was going to happen. Tyson just put in a shot there that would have been an absolute world beater, but might just end up on one of those things that you just miss and likely never see again.
Yeah, well, I
Well, he got
guess
to
we
get
could
onside as
say.
a corner taker. Speaking of Jerry, he was on the corner earlier, had a chance there, but was saved by Neuer. We didn't even get to see the whipping of a corner on that occasion. Pinkman tried to work over Clements there, but Mertz was out there to stop it. Dyson a lot his back though, and you just see it looks like London will just try and maintain a solid back end.
Yeah, it should be the
Sure, they don't
last minute
get
of the
any.
game here.
Yeah, I mean, they likely saw the one added minute, at least got the instruction as Gerk will whip it forward here for Jerry, likely just trying to gain territory more than anything else. So a second goal would help them. The race for the title, the floor's cross is blocked out by Jiracek for a corner. He's taking his sweet time. Oh, okay. Yeah, we just want to let it end there. All right, sure. 1-0 London.
Yeah, no, you said it earlier. They got the instructions, and the instructions were to just wait until the referee either cards you or ends your game. As it turns out, it costs more to card someone than it does to blow the whistle in the game, so that's what the referee did.
Fair enough. Gavin Malav there with the assist on player of the match. 99% passing completion and 118 attempts. That is unreal work as a halfback. And that was, they did have some good play from a few of their players there, Seoul, but hard to say that their opportunities went begging. Of course, they did have that shot that hit the post early on in that first half that probably would have been a difference maker, but you can see it there. Seoul and Inter London still top 2, but they're tied now on 12 points.
I think that this is going to be a pretty fair result, all things considered. A narrow 1-0 victory for Inter London, and Seoul still sit topside on the table. It's just tied now, so all things considered, I think things are about where we thought they'd be at by this time of year.
Yeah. And is worth noting just as I try and load up my own standings here for this last bit of a match. Don't have a goal scored here in front of us on the broadcast. I'm just going to check here. I do believe it would be equal on goals scored, so it would have meant that Seoul ended up dropping back to second, and Inter London would take first. Inter London would have a superior goal score, but I could be wrong on that. I have to double check that with the rest of our sources. As for this broadcast, I think we've all had our final thoughts here. 4 results once again in Division 2. So only the 2 draws that we've had thus far in the 20 games we've had. It's been very exciting football, of course. And for Sarah, the voice creator, and all of the Simulation Soccer League staff, I've been Socc. We'll see you next time. Good night.
Good night.